Welcome to the Senate Minute, a podcast dedicated to keeping the public informed about the Indiana General Assembly and engaged in the legislative process. The General Assembly is looking at ways to end sexual misconduct in our schools. Too many of these stories have made headlines recently, with dangerous individuals slipping through the cracks and being hired by school corporations. This year, there are several bills aimed at keeping students safe. One of those is Senate Bill 34, which would require school employees to get background checks every 5 years instead of only getting one at the start of their employment. Senator Jim Merritt from Indianapolis authored Senate Bill 34. He says children's safety is our number one priority, and he hopes this bill will help schools hire the best employees possible. So why are you so passionate about this bill?
Well, first of all, everybody ought to be passionate about kids and kids' safety in schools. And we've seen way too many reports, way too many accusations, way too many convictions of school employees harming children. And that is just not acceptable.
So what are the current regulations right now, and what do teachers currently have to go through before being hired?
Well, there are several hoops or hurdles that they have to go through. They have to pay fees, so we have to be very careful with quote-unquote taxing the teacher out of the business. But as far as background checks, we really don't have a great framework. Some school corporations go the distance and make sure that there are complete background checks. Others, not so much. And what we're trying to do is offer uniformity so there's conformity. And so that is really the essence of what we're trying to get done here.
So what's the next step for the bill?
Well, the next step really is to make sure that all school corporations are putting teachers and employees of school corporations all through the same process. This bill, 34, allows the school corporations to make sure that 20% of their workforce survives a background check. And so after 5 years, everyone will be checked. So really the bottom line is the next step is it's on third reading. It'll be in front of the complete Senate. I have all confidence in the world that it will pass the Senate, and then it will move over to the House for their deliberation on it. Oh, I think it's just very, very important for all those parents out there, and people aren't parents, that if you see something, say something. All of our children, when we put them on the school bus or they shut the door to drive their car to high school, we want our kids to be safe, and we all need to be vigilant but deliberative, because obviously sometimes accusations fall through, and so we've got to be on the watch to keep our kids safe in schools.
Thank you for listening to the Senate Minute. Be on the lookout for new podcasts in the coming weeks as lawmakers continue to work on major issues facing our state. To subscribe, visit IndianaSenateRepublicans.com.